Back to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Okay, typically I would not be streaming around this time, but, very important lesson of the day, and I wanted to share it with people, even if it's a few, if it's a handful, how many people, I don't care. But okay, I know this sounds bad. This sounds really bad, right? I'm not trying to promote this type of attitude. Okay, first and foremost, that's my disclosure. But we all hear the saying, nice guys finish last, right? Or nice people finish last. Why? Because people walk all over them. They just do. It sucks. It's just the worst case scenario is how if you try to be nice, right? People just be like, "Oh yes, we will take care of it," and then all of a sudden they just put you on a back burner, right? Always. So today I had problems with my ISP. Now typically I don't have a lot of problems with my ISP. Typically I don't, but every so often I will, and I know what's going on or what's occurring. And of course, every so often I have to call my ISP. I will let things kind of go for a certain period of time, giving them time to resolve the issue without me having to escalate it. But then I see things that just stack up and it just starts getting real bad. And it's like, okay, now I have to call and now I have to go to the higher level, you know, tier people, people who are in charge of like the bigger shit. Because, I'm above the whole unplug your modem, restart your router type support. I know how to do all that shit. Check your speeds, check this. I'm beyond that. So, anywho, um, and of course, I'm like, I try to be nice to the first person. It's like, you really cannot help me. I would make the recommendation to tear this up. And this way I can tear into somebody's ass. And usually they will do that. They're like, yes, sir. And and then I get up to the next person and then I unload on them. And I totally rip that person apart. Because when I rip that person apart, then they're more likely to get to the bottom of what the hell is going on. Because I'm like, would you like to compensate me? Would you like to credit my account right now? Well, will you like to resolve this? I would like to resolve this as well. So I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's try to get to the bottom of this together. And I'll be willing to, do whatever it takes to resolve this, problem that's affecting me and what I do. And you can retain my business and I can retain you as a service and everybody would be happy. But the thing I need to know is who in the fuck is not doing their job. That's the only thing I need to know. That's it. You need to ask yourself that question. Oh my God, they got an egg in here too. Wow, man, that is so flipping cool. I actually like that. That's pretty awesome. I didn't even realize that. But, sometimes you have to be the asshole. Sometimes you have to be the dick. Sometimes you have to be the bad guy to get results done. And primary example of me doing this was in Elder Scrolls. Like, I never wanted to be a content creator. Never wanted to be. I never wanted to be a content creator. I never, if you would have asked me, like, oh, or said, Mystic, you're going to be a content creator in the near future, I would have been like, you are crazy. There is no possible way I am ever going to be a content creator. And then, sure as shit, I became one because of unfortunately, the way the community was being misled to believe certain things. And of course, I had to take up sites and take game on certain individuals. Not that it was personal. It was not personal. I actually like a lot of these individuals. I resolved a lot of conflicts with these individuals. So I like these individuals personally. From a human being's perspective, I think they're pretty cool individuals. But from a fundamental standpoint, they were wrong. I've been wrong. We all can be wrong. But sometimes you have to come off a certain way. This way, it gets the message across. Some people can do it in a different approach and have just as good as a result. But in other times, you just got to be more direct. And unfortunately, I've had to do the latter. This one, oh yeah, dude, I got to check this out. Oh, love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, Kel sent me something and it was awesome. It was in Discord. It was the epic. So, yeah, so, and it's just like, hey, listen, man, I know what we're running. I know where our speed should be at. I know this. I know that. Let's not play stupid. Let's not be dumb about it. Let's not even beat around the bush. Let's just get to resolving the problem. And let's just make ourselves more happy. Unless you would like me to go around from business to business and taking a survey about interrupted, problems in their transmission and, their services, having to be restarted in the middle of a business day. And they're like, "Oh, we wouldn't want that." I'm like, "No, no, no, no. You would not want that. I don't want you to have that problem. I don't want you to have that problem." I'm like, "But if I have to make it a point to do it, to resolve this issue, then I will." And they're like, and I'm like, "Listen, somebody needs to push a button. You're paying somebody $60,000 a year to babysit big giant machines, and the only thing they have to do is push a button once a week per whatever." So that's all they have to do. They're making $60,000 a year to do it. So here's what I suggest. Find out who in the fuck's supposed to do it and get them to fucking goddamn push the button. Push the button. Push the fucking button. That's it. That's all. That's it. It's nothing more than that. It's a tech. It's not the engineer. It's not the server engineer. It's a server tech. It's like, come on, man. The only thing you do is watch the screen, monitor it, and then there's no weighing. Oh, no, 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 no weighing, Scott. Poke. I poke. I poke no weighing. I wave to no weighing. Wave. Wave. Hey. Desire to take. Oh my god, I've got a few what other remotes I have. I'm waiting in queue anyways. I'm not very masculine. Water flip, man, I gotta figure how to get these ones. He just laughed. But yes, honestly, like I hate to see it. Did he get a haircut again? Got crafting glasses on. He's getting his crafting on. He always makes fun of my tail. His tail's so long, mine's so short. I'm stalking Scott. Wait, wait, what's up? No dang waves, he waved at me. I want to get some of these other emotes. Oh, It's the Vieira, I'm telling you. Now watch, I'll be surprised if like I have no problem in the next couple days. They're supposed to like, follow up with me Friday. The ISP next tier. I guarantee you, like they'll have this shit resolved by tonight. They'll be calling and be like, "Oh, we don't see a problem. Oh, everything looks good on this end." Yeah, I imagine it does now. How convenient. And I won't hear anything for the next couple of months. It's like, oh, looky, somebody did their flipping job. And sometimes you just got to take that role. Sometimes you just got to be like that giant dick to be like, you know what? I know somebody's not doing something right. I know it. So I'm going to, put the, I'm going to fire up the poker. I'm not getting it out, but I'm firing it up, And usually that's just enough to, motivate people. Be like, okay. We're on it. We're fixing it. We're resolving it right now. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I was just warming this up. I wasn't like going to be using it or anything. Heaven forbid, All right. Food booth. I was about to say, no way he stops. No way. Takes it all the way up. Good. House. Let the tank do his thing. Oh, stay away from me, dude. No, no, mommy, just dropped. Going up. Everybody here looks fancy and sophisticated. Oh, he's not moving. That's not good. I don't think so, motherfucker. Bingo, baby. No. What up? What up? Craft one. Oh, wrong text. My fault. I don't know if anybody's talking to the... Okay, let me drop that off. My point of this video, don't be scared if you have to take the bad guy. And you're not necessarily a bad person, you know? So just food for thought, man. Sometimes when you're coming off a certain way, you're actually doing a good job. Just people don't appreciate it. See if we can do it. Good. I don't think so. I like the front, but the back just looks weird. All right. So we leveled up 69, one level to go. I will be, by the rest XP that I have, I will be 70 by tomorrow. I promise you. So, anyways, don't be afraid to resolve problems. Sometimes you got to take the bull by the horns. You got to get a little dirty. You got to get a little messy. Sometimes you got to be a little, I'm not saying be aggressive. Okay, so don't get me wrong. I don't want people to think, you stand your ground. You're like, hey man, if you don't take care of this, then I'm gonna have to go elsewhere. I'm gonna have to do this. I don't want it to get to that. So let's take care of it. Sometimes you have to be the bad guy. Sometimes you have to be, sometimes you have to be the antagonist. Sometimes you have to, be that person to get results. And unfortunately, somebody's got to do it. It sucks. It's not always, the easiest, thing to do. But, if it's for the greater good, sometimes it's like, okay, wait a minute. I don't want bad things to happen. I want things to run smoothly. I want things to be efficient. I don't want to raise a voice. But sometimes it's when people raise their voice that they're heard. And if people don't raise a voice or don't stand up and say what a problem, what's going on, people will just keep walking over you. And sometimes you need to say, hey, enough's enough. Let's get this taken care of, please and thank you. Try to do it as nicely and respectful as possible, but at the same time, let them know that you mean business, okay? I promise you, in life, so long as you're respectful and at least, you can have an open dialogue with an individual, you can get results. And other times, sometimes you just got to be the bad guy. There's no easy way around it. There's no easy way around it. Okay, I wish I could paint a pretty picture and tell people, yeah, it's all, buttercut, cupcakes and butterflies and rainbows and everything's just peachy and, there's no harm, no foul. And unfortunately, that's not the way some people will treat you. So sometimes you treat them with respect and they don't give a shit. They'll still run over you. So why give them the chance to run over you like that? Why? Don't let them. Don't let people run over you. Not a company, not an individual. If you mean to pay them respect, they should pay you respect. Okay? I'm just leaving off with that. So let it be known, And if companies don't want to, this is the way I look at it with the company even. If you're paying them, they're supposed to be providing a service. At the end of the day, I always tell people, who gets my money? The company offer me the better service. There's no question about it. That's who gets the money. That's who gets it. And at the end of the day, they're the ones that deserve it. They're the ones that deserve it because they care about their customers. They care about retention. They care about the quality of service they're providing their customers. And when that reflects, right, then you get a better experience as a consumer, and you get a better, you get a better interaction all the way around. Companies like that stick around. Companies who disregard their consumers, disregard their customers, disregard the quality of service that they don't uphold in a competitive market. That's why I believe in capitalism. Like, a lot of people are like, do you believe in capitalism? I'm like, in an economic standpoint, I don't. And I'm like, and I know it's hard for me to say that because I studied economics and financing. So I'm like, from an economic standpoint, I don't believe in capitalism. I'm like, from a evolutionary or quality of service, evolution, I do believe in capitalism. Because capitalism keeps business honest. Okay? From a consumer's perspective. So, consumers know when they're getting the better deals, when there's more competitive market to choose from. Right? When you have more competitors to choose from, they're competing for the better service that they're offering their customers, not necessarily the better product. Products can be of equal value, but what wins over the consumers is the quality of service. So from an evolution standpoint of economy, I do believe in that perspective. But from a flat-out economic standpoint, I don't. Because there's a lot of underlying issues. But that's what makes me keep believing in capitalism, is quality of service. So, and that's what you guys should be fighting for. That's what, in my opinion, that's what makes capitalism great. It's not the red tape or the political agendas that are associated, or conspiracies or anything. It's trying to keep consumers happy with you, with your company, and trying to retain their loyalty. So sometimes you have to be demanding, even though you don't want to be. Sometimes you have to be, just to put a poker up somebody's ass and be like, hey, if you don't get this resolved, I'm going to go elsewhere. So, just do your thing. All right. Once again, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. As always, thank you guys. Have a nice day.